It's NappyVereen. What I want to talk about today is, man, one of the hardest things for me that I had to do was let go of one of my best friends that I've known for almost 20 years. We were almost best friends for 20 years. And it was just hard for me to let go of him. And, man, fuck it, I'll say his name, man. My friend George, I had to let him go, like, what was it, like 4 or 5 years ago? And to me, that was the hardest thing because, man, we grew up together. We did everything together. We have all these memories and stuff. But you realize, man, I never believed this when my mom was telling me this, but some of your friends aren't going to be your friends forever. A lot of people change. Even you do. Even I have and stuff. You just outgrow people and stuff. And I realized that George, we had a lot of similarities when it came to like our problems with our parents and stuff like that, and abandonment issues and all that stuff. We just wanted somebody to love us. But one thing I learned about George is the fact that he was very selfish, man. Loyalty and friendship was a big thing to me, man. Really big. Like when his baby mama wanted to fucking straight up fuck me, I said no, and I told him. I was like, nah, man, because that's my friend, and I'm not going to do that, because he wouldn't do that to me, stuff like that. I told him that she said that. She admitted it, too, in front of the both of us. He stopped talking to me because she told him to stop talking to me. Sense does that make? Whenever this fool wanted to get bailed out of jail, man, I wasn't in a financial situation to help him, but that was my friend. I was like, man, you better not do me how you did Frederick, man. R.I.P. to Frederick. Man, that's a whole messed up situation, man, because he was actually really doing something good. He's always been a good kid and stuff. But back to George, I was like, you better not do me like how you did him. He's like, nah, I'm not going to do you, man. He's like, I've known you a lot longer and stuff. I wouldn't do anything like that to you. But he did. He cut me up. He cut me off. He stopped talking to me and stuff. And then I realized, I was like, man, I tried to get him to college. I motivated him to go to college, the same college that I was going to. Then he quit because it was too hard and time consuming and all this stuff. All he had was all these excuses. He was like, man, I wish I had the motivation like you did. You should. You should realize you should have the same motivation as me, dog. We grew up in Flint Hills. We grew up in low-income housing and stuff like that, and stuff. We grew up like that together. We grew up in Manhattan, and we just wanted to do something better for ourselves. We both were dating some crazy-ass fucking feezies, and you had everything in the world to motivate you, man, but then you always come up with excuses. Like, I had every reason to do better because I'm like, man, these people want to pull me down, just like they want to pull you down, but you were your biggest enemy. And once I realized that he didn't want to grow and that he just dug down everybody with him, I had to let him go, man. It sucked, man. It hurts. Like, I think about this fool from time to time because, man, just all the memories, man. Me and him could be around each other and just crack jokes on each other or crack jokes on whoever and have a good time whenever we were around each other. It was just always good, funny stuff. But then he was just dead weight to himself. He didn't believe in himself. And on that way, he just dragged some people down with him. I realized, man, I had to let go of him. And it made me realize that a lot of the people that I was hanging out with, they made me look better, but they didn't make me do better. As long as, you know, if that makes sense. Because they weren't doing all the things that I had planned and all the things that I was doing. So it made me look better. But hanging around people that aren't pushing you, it makes you stagnant. So that's just another thing, man. You've got to realize who your friends are, and you've got to stay true to yourself. You've got to stay loyal to yourself. Like, you could show loyalty to people, but you got to make sure, does it go both ways? Will they do the same for you? And a lot of times it's not. It sucks. NappyVereen, let me show the brand new tattoo to be official. Hit me up on Facebook.com/NappyVereen7.